Hey guys, I want to welcome you back to another episode on J of All Trades. I just recently got my entire kitchen countertop redone, and I'm already liking the way that it has this nice organic feel to the kitchen. And as you may notice, at the edge of the countertops, there is some filling in that I need to do with some grout. So that'll be another project for another day. But today, I'm going to be installing a sink strainer into this kitchen sink because the guys installed the sink, but they don't do any plumbing. And so that's going to be up to us. So today I'll show you guys how easy it is for you to install a sink strainer all by yourself. The sink strainer that I'll be installing today is by a brand called Glacier Bay. This is a stainless steel strainer and it's very durable, and it has a nice twist handle on the strainer basket so it can close. I'll include a link in the description so you guys can go out there and check this out if you'd like. Let's open up the box and see exactly what's inside. When you first open it up, it's packaged in a piece of plastic, and this basically keeps any kind of dust and any fingerprints off of it. But of course, we're going to be putting our fingers all over this. When you flip the entire body over, you're going to see that there's a nut here, and we're going to take this out. And when you unscrew this, you're going to notice that there's a tailpiece washer inside. You're going to want to keep that piece because you're going to need that later to run the drain. This particular washer is made out of plastic. The next piece we're going to take off is this big mounting nut. So we're going to take this mounting nut off, and here it is. And it also comes with a fiber washer. And this is made out of some sort of fiber, so that goes with the mounting nut. And then you also have this rubber gasket, and when you flip this over, you'll see the strainer basket in here. You'll basically unscrew it and you'll be able to remove the basket, and then you're left with the strainer body. So altogether, this is everything that this entire pack comes with. Today I'll be trying out a new tool, and this is a universal sink drain wrench. And it's made by a brand called Husky, and you can go to your local Home Depot and pick this up if you'd like. Here it says it works great for confined spaces. It fits all 4-tab, 6-tab, and 8-tab locking nuts, so we'll put that to the test today. This is supposed to make removing kitchen drains a lot easier, and as you can see here, you'll see these notches that allow you to fit into those tabs. So I'll include a link in the description for you guys if you'd like to go out there and check it out. So let's do a trial run to see how this thing really operates. So here is the body of the strainer, and we're going to put the nut on here. And once we get the nut on here, essentially you'll screw the nut all the way in, and when the nut bottoms out, you're going to take this wrench and you're going to place it on the nut and line up the notches, and the wrench groove will sit in between those notches, and you'll be able to easily tighten up this nut. And based on this trial run, it's going to make it a lot easier to tighten up this nut rather than trying to use a huge channel lock. So now that we've tested out the wrench, let's get this thing installed. First things first, you want to clean around this ring. This will ensure that the rubber gasket will create a nice watertight seal. Next thing we'll do is we'll couple the strainer body with the rubber gasket. These two pieces are going to go in at the top. You're going to notice that there's no plumber putty that needs to go on this because the sink strainer creates a watertight seal with this rubber gasket. Putting plumber's putty can even stiffen the gasket, which can cause a leak as well. Here I'm going to be placing a flathead screwdriver and use it as a holdback to prevent this from spinning when I tighten the nut in the bottom. You want to make sure that the strainer is nice and centered and it's in the right position. So here I'll be coupling the fiber washer with the mounting nut. Then you can slip them underneath the screwdriver and then tighten the nut around this threading here on the body of the strainer. Keep in mind that it's very easy to cross thread this, so you want to take your time when you're starting this out. And of course, hold back with the screwdriver so this doesn't move. Then you're going to tighten this nut all the way up until it gets to the bottom of the sink. And then you're going to tighten as much as you can by hand, and then you'll use the wrench to snug it up. Here you can see that I loosened it a little bit so I can adjust it and then tighten it back, because you really want this to be sitting in the center. Now we're ready to put the strainer wrench to good use. So when you first use this, you'll realize that you can't just slip the wrench through the big part of this strainer. You'll have to go to the smaller part first, down here, and then slip it up, and then it'll fit. The idea is to use the wrench just to snug this up and make it tight enough to create a watertight seal. And of course, you're going to make sure that you hold back with this screwdriver to avoid it twisting. Keep in mind that you don't want to go too crazy and over tighten this. You just want to make sure that it's tight enough to create a watertight seal with the gasket. The next step is installing the strainer basket, which has threading on here. And we're just going to simply drop it in place, and there's a nut in the center of the body, and we're going to screw it in place. After you've installed this entire strainer and you've installed the drain lines, it's time to test it for leaks. Once you've ensured that there's no leaks, let's test this strainer basket out. In order to stop water from going down the drain, you're going to tighten up the basket, and you're going to notice that the water is going to be kept inside of the sink. And in order to release the water, you simply just loosen this basket and all the water will come out. And once you loosen the basket enough, you'll be able to take it out and remove debris. This concludes the installation of this sink strainer, and I hope that this video has been valuable to you. I'd like to thank you guys for joining me today. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel so you can continue to get more videos like this one. And I'll see you guys on the next one.